Okay, I wanted to ask you this. This is I guess like $1 million question. Not saying you have the answers, but maybe you just can share your perspective. Once we get this history, once we get the knowledge and the information, it seems like a lot of our people sometimes they just get stuck in that phase. We had the debates, we have the conversations, but in terms of moving forward, the people that want to do something, what solutions may you have to offer? Do we stay in the ghettos, the neighborhoods that we're in, and fight gentrification, and we buy the block and we fix it up, or do we do like the nation was saying? Do we separate? Do we buy farmland and start from scratch and try to redo a Tulsa, Oklahoma, or Black Wall Street? Like grow our own food and have our own bakeries and butcheries, or like you even mentioned earlier, going back to Africa, do we just leave? Do we take this history and culture and reunite with our brothers and sisters in the motherland? What is your perspective on that?
Uh, I don't think it's like an either or, right? I think it's
Right.
like more like a situation like and, right? So do we need brother organizations like the Nation who are going to buy land and do all the things that you're talking about and vertically integrating their businesses, all the way from manufacturing to retail and hiring their community and building up the jobs and the infrastructure? Absolutely. Every organization that we have inside of our community doesn't have the type of infrastructure that they have because they've been working on this for a long, long time. I love it. I wish we would break down these barriers and communicate with one another and work together more often because I think that the Nation, the things that they're doing, have a lot that they can teach other segments of our community, right? Like the Christian community, but we all try to isolate, right? We got to break down those barriers and find more reasons to come together and work with one another. So I definitely think that brothers and sisters need to be in the community buying the block, but I work more long term, right? So we need more mentors in the community that are going back to speak to the children and bringing them, helping them avoid some of those pitfalls and those dangers. And I think that we can use history and culture to start the conversations that they need to have, right? And really show them something different. Because I got to pump the thumb, right? Our generation, my generation, and the ones really before and after, when we got out of the ghettos, we left and we ain't come back. There's a dearth in the community of people that need to see something more up front and it be tangible to them, right? So we gotta get back. We gotta go back and reach back and bring individuals with us, right? So I don't think we should be gathering this information to be information hoarders, right? I think we should be sharing the information and using it as an inspirational tool to not only other adults but also definitely the children.
Oh, okay, okay. I definitely appreciate that. Let me see. Now you mentioned the tours going back to Africa. Do you have the details of the tours yet, or?
Man, actually, the tour. Okay, so we released the Egypt tour last week, and it sold out in one day, right? So now
Wow.
we're going back and putting things together again. But we're getting ready to release Ghana. So if you're on any of our mailing lists, check out your email list. If not, just go to urbanintellectuals.com and just join our email list, and then we'll definitely be able to send you out the information. We haven't released it just yet, so I'm kind of teasing a little bit. But if you
Well,
get
still in the
inside of our
works with
network,
that.
you're definitely going to see some emails. We're going to definitely follow up with you. We expect it to sell out again really, really quick. But we're going to do another Egypt tour as well. But we just haven't put that package together just yet and finalized the dates. But I know we're going to be traveling this year in October and November, giving people enough time to get their passports together, get their finances together, because takes a little bit of money to do anything in a nice way that's going to be rewarding and beneficial. So I'm really excited about all of that.
Man, that's a worthy investment, man. I guarantee you, if you go to Africa at least once, that's something that'll last forever. We get a tax refund every year, man. We're about rims, we're about flat screen TVs, we're about clothes. Take
Yeah.
you a trip to Africa. Get there however you can get there, but at least go, at least visit one time. I guarantee you, your
You'll
life will
be
be changed.
changed forever. I've only been twice, so I've never been to Egypt, so I'm really excited to go. That's why we're going to Egypt. I want to go. That's like the next place I want to go.
Right.
I've been to uh, I've been to Ghana and I've been to Morocco. I want to go everywhere, right? Like, let me just be honest about that. But the experience was unbelievable. The first time I went was in Ghana in like 2016. I went with my dad. He's 92 years old now. He's still alive. It's my international travel buddy.
Okay.
He went to Morocco with me as well. But man, that experience, man, it was just mind blowing. And then to be there with my father, again, he was born in 1929, and it was his first time in Africa as well, right? And it was like it was so eye opening, to be able to really have a conversation with them, to try to learn about what was happening on the continent, to them, right? Because we're always told they hate you, you hate them, they sold you into slavery. Why would you like to? It's like they just drove a wedge between us, and we bought it, right? So you got to go see it and experience it and talk to the people for yourself, which is a dope and foul situation at the same time. And brother, I know you gonna vibe with me on this, right? You go to Ghana and the first language is English. Like, how is English the first language, right? But that's who was dominating the area. And then they take over the educational system, and then you gonna learn their particular languages. Fortunately, they maintain their native tongue, but the first language is English, which was foul, but it's dope because now I can communicate with them. There's no communication barrier. So I got to learn that the same mind tricks and educational uh, nonsense was done to us was also done to them. So it just really starts to break down those borders, and you can have more conversations, and man, just start to get a better global perspective. But I think that's why history is important, right? It gives you perspective. That's why travel is important. It gives you perspective, and we got to engage in that.